Most people who have tried budgeting and failed did not fail because they were irresponsible. They failed because the budget was designed wrong from the start. Financial behavior studies show that over 70% of people abandon their budget within 3 months. Not the first month, the third. Which means the intention was genuine, the effort was real, and something structural caused the collapse. The problem is almost never the person. Research from the American Psychological Association consistently shows that budgets built on willpower fail at rates over 80% within 3 months, regardless of the person's stated intention to stick with them. The problem is almost never motivation. It is structure. Understanding what causes budgets to fail is the only starting point for building one that does not. The first reason budgets fail is that they are built on wishful numbers instead of real ones. This is the most prevalent failure mode. People systematically set spending limits at levels they wish were true, rather than levels that reflect their actual behavior. Someone decides groceries should cost $300 a month because that sounds responsible. Their actual grocery spending for the last 6 months averaged $485 a month. A budget built on aspirational numbers is not a financial plan. It is a fantasy with a spreadsheet attached. Every month that actual spending exceeds the wishful limit, the budget feels broken. And once it feels broken, it gets abandoned. The fix is spending 2 months tracking actual expenses before setting a single budget category. The categories and limits then reflect how money is actually being spent, not how it ideally should be spent. A realistic budget that gets followed is worth more than a perfect budget that gets abandoned after 2 weeks. The second reason budgets fail is the all or nothing effect. The most common way budgets die has almost nothing to do with money. One category gets overspent. The plan is now imperfect, so it feels ruined. And if it's ruined, there's no point tracking the rest of the month. Psychologists named this the "what the hell" effect. A single small violation of a self-imposed rule often triggers full abandonment of the goal rather than a minor correction. It was first studied in dieting, and it maps onto budgets almost exactly. A single overspent restaurant dinner becomes permission to abandon the entire month's financial plan. The logical response to overspending in one category is to adjust that category, not to scrap the entire budget until next month. The fix is building a buffer category into every budget, a genuine miscellaneous line with a small allocation, so that unexpected or unplanned spending has somewhere to live without declaring the entire plan broken. The third reason budgets fail is decision fatigue. Traditional budgeting requires making consistent, rational decisions under conditions of uncertainty, temptation, and limited mental resources. This approach works perfectly if the person is a robot. For everyone else, it is a setup for failure, frustration, and eventually giving up entirely. Tracking every transaction, categorizing every coffee and every grocery item, reviewing a spreadsheet daily. This level of cognitive load is unsustainable for most people across a full year. The budget feels like a part-time job. Eventually, the mental cost exceeds the perceived value, and the tracking stops. The fix is reducing the number of decisions the budget requires. Automating savings, automating fixed bill payments, and simplifying categories into 3 broad buckets, needs, wants, and savings, removes the majority of daily decisions from the equation. To stick to a budget, automate savings first so the money leaves the account before it can be spent. Track spending weekly rather than daily, and give a guilt-free spending category so the budget feels sustainable. The fourth reason budgets fail is that they have no flexibility for real life. A budget that assumes every month will be identical, same income, same expenses, no surprises, will fail the first time a car needs a repair, a social event appears, or a utility bill spikes. Overly restrictive budgets trigger psychological backlash. When spending feels deprived, the brain seeks relief through rebound spending, the budget equivalent of binge eating after a crash diet. The fix is building flexibility directly into the structure. The 50-30-20 framework allocates 50% of after-tax income to needs: rent, utilities, groceries, transport; 30% to wants: dining, entertainment, subscriptions, anything optional; and 20% to savings and debt repayment. The want category is not a failure category. It is a planned category. Permission to spend within a defined limit prevents the restrict then binge cycle that destroys most traditional budgets. The fifth reason budgets fail is no clear goal behind them. Without a compelling reason behind budgeting, motivation disappears. It is easier to give up when the goal is vague, save money, versus specific, save $5,000 for a down payment in 12 months. A budget with no destination feels like restriction for its own sake. Every sacrifice feels arbitrary. The moment a tempting purchase appears, there is no concrete competing priority to weigh it against. A budget attached to a specific time-bound goal, a specific amount by a specific date for a specific purpose, gives every spending decision a counterweight. The question is no longer, do I want this? But, do I want this more than the thing the savings are building toward? The system that actually works combines all 5 fixes into one structure. Step 1. Track actual spending for 2 months before creating a single budget category. Use a free app, a spreadsheet, or a notebook. The method does not matter. The numbers do. Step 2. Build the budget using the 50-30-20 framework as a starting point, adjusting the percentages to match real life rather than a textbook recommendation. Step 3. Automate the 20% savings allocation the moment income arrives, before the wants category has any opportunity to absorb it. The savings happen first. Everything else fits around what remains. Step 4. Add a buffer category of 3% to 5% of monthly income for unexpected expenses. This is not a slush fund for impulsive spending. It is a structural acknowledgement that unexpected costs are not exceptions. They are regular features of every month, just in unpredictable categories. Step 5. Attach the budget to one specific financial goal with a specific timeline. Write it somewhere visible. Review it monthly alongside the budget numbers. 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck without a budget. People who budget consistently save an average of $1,400 more per month than those who do not. A new budgeting habit becomes automatic behavior within 21 days. The budget that works is not the most detailed one or the most restrictive one. It is the one designed around how people actually behave, with built-in flexibility, automation that removes willpower from the equation, and a specific goal that makes every spending decision meaningful rather than arbitrary. Drop a comment with the budget category that is hardest to stay within. The next video covers the specific apps and tools that make tracking automatic, so the budget runs itself without requiring daily attention.